One of the things that I thought would be really applicable to most people and most companies, people in general, is feedback. Getting negative feedback can be very difficult, but for a lot of people, it's not easy to take feedback. It's not easy to take criticism, revisions, but in the Pixar world, they had some very honest, very direct feedback sessions.
So the first thing I would say is that I think the main point was that, like you just said, if you're going to create, not everything that you create is going to be good the first time, the first round. And so you have to have feedback in the heart of making it the best thing that it's going to be. And so if you're around all different creative people, like that's like a must, I feel like, in creativity. You cannot land on the first iteration. Maybe that was the best idea, but usually it's going to take a few rounds and you're going to have some serious trust there. So they had that. They had the foundation of trust. That's probably the hardest thing to have and keep, and one of the most important things in any team or group setting anywhere. The other thing that they did was they established a process or like a way to do the feedback so that it didn't feel like a one-off. I'm not a big fan of manuals, but it would almost like they put it in the manual. But I even think of like other organizations I'm a part of and how helpful it actually can be to have a process and a manual written down. Because when it gets controversial, or you have two different ways of looking at it, or a kind of out there question is asked, it is helpful to be able to go back and say, remember, we all agreed that this was how we were going to do this, and it is what it is. We all voted on it or whatever.